Hey guys, today I want to share with you 4 common mistakes that people make when taking care of their really nice silverware. You know, the silver plated or sterling/solid silverware, not the really nice stainless steel flatware. I'm Nicole with The Door on the Table, and I recently acquired a very nice set of silver plated silverware. And after removing the tarnish, polishing it up, caring for it, putting it away, a few weeks later, I discovered I made a really big mistake. One I didn't know about, was not aware of, and I actually had to do a little bit of research to figure out what I did wrong. So I thought it was really important to share that mistake along with 3 other ones with you so you don't make the same mistake that I did. Often when you're searching ways to take care of your silverware, you're probably looking at how to remove the tarnish and how to polish it. And I think the most common thing that you come across online is the aluminum foil method. That's where you take aluminum foil and baking soda and boiling water and along with your silverware, and that reaction with the steps removes the tarnish from your silverware. And I think this is so common because it's really easy, it's really fast, and most likely you have everything you need already at home to do it. And let me tell you, first, it is a very effective method in removing the tarnish. But the mistake is that it's also removing the patina, that wonderfully factory added applied patina to your silverware. It's getting removed in this process. Also, it depends on how long you leave it in the aluminum foil bath, for lack of a better way, as to how effective it is, because it's more effective with sterling silver than it is with silver plated. And to kind of back up on that a little bit, with your sterling silver, it is actually converting that tarnish back into silver. At the same time, though, as I mentioned, it's removing the patina. And the patina is what most of us love about our silverware, that how you can see the design, the little nuances of your silverware, that patina is being removed. And you now have this really bright, shiny silver piece. Whereas with your silver plated pieces, it's doing the same thing. It's removing the tarnish and it's also removing the patina, but it might be stripping away some of the really fine layers of that silver plate at the same time. And the reason why that becomes a mistake is over time you are going to lose that silver plating. It's going to dissolve. And the other thing too is that these methods, or that aluminum foil method or other dip methods, they are going to be removing eventually the shine from your silver, that part of the silverware that you love, that shiny essence of it. One other point with the aluminum foil method is that when you're putting your silverware into the aluminum foil bath, silver is very soft metal, and the aluminum foil can kind of create really thin, tiny scratches on it. So your silverware is not quite as perfect, maybe, as it once was. So with all this being said, I have a few examples I want to share with you that I believe were probably attained by either the aluminum foil or another dip method. And the first one is, I've got 2 knives. They are actually the very same knife. The top one looks more gold. And the reason why it looks more gold, I'm pretty sure, is that it's had all of that silver plate removed from it. And now we're down more to the base metal and the base metal coating on it. Whereas the one below it probably has not really had much of a dip method applied to it. And it's probably been just regular silver cream polish has been applied to it. So that's why you see the difference in the color. Then below my silver knife, you see a very gold spoon. This actually says silver plate on the back of it. So I know for a fact this was silver plated at one time. But as you can see, all of the silver plating has been removed. It is literally bare metal. And then the bottommost spoon I have is one that is lacking any luster. I believe it's probably down to a bare metal. It's very milky and dull looking. So these are 4 pieces I just kind of wanted to share with you as kind of an example as to what may or may not happen when you use the aluminum foil or a dip method in cleaning or trying to remove the tarnish from your silverware. The second mistake I want to share with you is wrapping your silverware in plastic wrap. I think a lot of people will wrap their silverware with plastic wrap thinking that they are helping protect it from the elements. But plastic wrap contains sulfur, which encourages tarnishing. So what they're really doing is almost helping to speed up the process instead of preventing it. The other thing is that over time, that plastic wrap, if not taken care of or removed, it can bond with your silver, or it can completely ruin or permanently ruin the silver plating on your silverware. So whatever you do, whether you have sterling or silver plated silverware, do not wrap it in plastic wrap. Mistake number 3 is putting your really nice silverware in the dishwasher. Now, I know most people hand wash it, but know what happens if you do put it in the dishwasher. First, you're going to lose that factory applied patina over time. Second, between the harsh chemicals and the really high temperatures, it might eventually lose that luster. It might get gray and might kind of get a whitish look to it, and you're not going to have that beautiful silver shine that your silverware once had. And then third, if you put it next to stainless, you're going to either get some pitting or some black spots that cannot be removed. And the only way to take care of them is to go and get it refinished by a professional silversmith. So whatever you do, do not put your nice silverware in the dishwasher. Mistake number 4, which is also the catalyst for this whole video. The reason why I felt the need to make the video, because I want to make sure you don't make the same mistake that I did. It wasn't something I was aware of, and I didn't discover until a few weeks later. So I do need to give you a quick backstory so that you understand what led up to it. First, I was at an estate sale, and I came across a cardboard box filled with all of this really tarnished, crazy dirty silver plated silverware. And in amongst that cardboard box were these wonderful anti-tarnish silverware holders. In fact, there is a holder for each of these silverware pieces. So this one says tablespoons, but there's ones for the dinner spoons, the knives, the forks. You get the gist. And the thing that's really neat about these is that they're flannel, so they're nice and soft. But there's a spot for each of the silverware pieces, and then you put the top, fold it over to protect the exposed part of the silverware, and then you just roll it up, and you can tie them and put them away. As I said, the silverware was gross, along with these anti-tarnish cloth holders. So I washed the silverware, I washed the anti-tarnish holders, I polished everything, I put them away into my nicely cleaned anti-tarnish silver holders. And then a couple weeks later, I made a video for a table setting, which I'll share the link here. And when I went to go use these beautifully, nicely polished, tarnish removed silver pieces, I discovered tarnish on them. I mean, how in the world could that have happened? I literally just took care of them 2 weeks ago, and now there was tarnish on them. So let me share with you. This is what they look like when I polish them. They are so wonderfully shiny and pretty. And then I opened up my holder of the silverware, and I folded back the top, and look, you can see the tarnish that I'm referring to. It's on the top, it's on the back. I had no idea why pieces I had just taken care of so meticulously now in 2 weeks were tarnished. What I learned my mistake is I washed these wonderful anti-tarnish pieces. It didn't occur to me that by washing them, I was removing all of the anti-tarnish properties from the fabric. So now I am left with just regular flannel fabric. There's no anti-tarnish in it at all. So learn from my mistake. Do not wash the anti-tarnish bags or flatware holders. You're probably just going to have to go give them a really good shake out, maybe put them out in the hot direct sun, some other way to kind of help clean them, but don't wash them, because now I am left with just some nice flannel pieces that I can wrap my flatware up in, but I do need to do something else to help protect them because they lost the anti-tarnish properties that it once had. I hope you found this information useful and that it helps you avoid making mistakes in taking care of your silverware. If you enjoyed my video, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next one. And remember, a beautifully set table is a gift to those gathered around it. I look forward to seeing you next time here at the table. Bye.